Hi everybody, Lucy here, and can you believe it? We're on our last module for this course, and you have all done really well, worked really hard, and just I want you to know that if you need anything even after the course, you know how to get in touch with me, and I wish you wishes moving on into your academic and professional careers. Okay, so let's look at our last module. What do we have going on? Understanding accounting and financial statements. All right, let's look at the learning objectives. You got a little pop-up here. You can either click it here or up here and it'll take it out of the way, but let's go ahead and look at it. We're going to discuss users of accounting information, accounting professionals. So that's important you may find yourself in a position where you're working with a budget or you're working with account payables or accounts receivables. So you could very well be in a position where you are one of the accounting users. So it's not just for people with CPAs or for certified public accountants or for high-level CEOs or executives. You could find yourself in a position where you're dealing with accounting on some level, whether it's even collecting monies or payments, even at some of the most basic forms, working a cash register, or that includes money and counting money and looking at receipts and the total sales for the day. Oops, sorry. So let's look, also we're going to look at the accounting cycle and financial statements. And so I want you to get better at looking at financial statements through this module. And then financial ratio analysis, which is just a mathematical tool or formula to help assess the well-being of an organization financially. Then we're going to look at budgeting, and I have a lot of supplemental resources for you in that area. And look at international accounting practices. So there is like a global policy in place, and although you can go to some countries and you can bribe the police and things like that, but at the very high level of accounting professionals, we do have national standards and global standards. Okay, so let's look here. You have several presentations. You definitely want to be reading and studying Chapter 15. Your ebook it's a very good resource for you, but it's definitely not all the resources we use in this class. And then you have several supplemental resources here to supplement and enrich your learning that are based on the learning objectives or module objectives of Module 15. Excuse me. And then, so here you have different types of, you have a nice PDF about financial ratio analysis that gives you some formulas, and I've given you some other tools to help you budget. I use an interactive spreadsheet that I got through some of my service work that I do as a business mentoring coach. I probably have a copy of it if you would like it to use for your own personal budgeting, so just let me know. All right, so let's look here. We're going to look at Panera Bread. And so what I'm giving you here is you're going to do some financial ratio analysis on Panera Bread. And gosh, it's so warm in here. I'm just like sweating. I'm kind of locked up in this room and the heater was on earlier. But yeah, so what you want to do here, I already kind of have it up. So you're going to be looking at just pages 44 and 43, looking at their balance statement and their income statement, their balance sheet and their income statement. So it starts here on page 43 to 44. Then you're going to calculate some some ratio analysis here. And so what I would like for you to do is to do the net profit margin, debt ratio, liquidity ratio, and then give a brief explanation of what your answer means as far as the well-being of the organization. So you can use your textbook, you can use that PDF that I gave you, you can do some outside research on these financial ratio analysis. But I definitely want you to pay attention to number 5, because I really want you to write up your answer like this. So write out the name of the ratio, write out the formula, plug in the correct numbers off either the balance sheet or the income statement, whatever the formula calls for, calculate your answer, and then give your opinion. So here is your grading rubric. So be sure that you are looking to see how you're going to be graded. And so that gives you a lot of information here. Be sure you're clicking on the links as well. Okay? And you do have a final exam that you want to be sure that you get in. So pay attention to your dates here. You get a little bit of leeway here. Your financial ratio analysis is due by December 3rd. And then your final exam you have until December the 9th. And it just covers chapters 13 through 15. Additionally, please take some time. The course evaluations are now open. They're confidential and they're very important to the department and the university. And I would really like your feedback on how this course worked for you, your overall learning of the material, and me as your instructor. So I'm going to show you how to access these. You click on your My Miami account, go to your quick links, click on C, and then you just scroll down to course evaluations. And let's see here, right here. And that's how you get started. And so all of your classes are open right now. I would really appreciate your feedback, and I've enjoyed having you in the class. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.